Who remembers when Jahshii's name was ringing loud in the dance hall scene? He had that fire, that rawness, that real ghetto star energy that fans were drawn to. You could feel the hunger in his voice, and the streets loved him for it. Back then, Jahshii wasn't just another upcoming artist. He was the artist to watch. Songs like Cream of the Crop with Navas and 25/8 were dominating sound systems across Jamaica and beyond. He was everywhere, on playlists, party flyers, and dance hall mixes. His name was on everyone's lips, and it felt like a new king was being crowned. Jahshii had the momentum and the magic to take over the entire genre. At the peak of his come-up, Jahshii was getting booked all over the Caribbean. North America started to take notice too, and he began making appearances in places most young artists dream about. He wasn't just buzzing, he was burning up. His name brought excitement and anticipation wherever it appeared. Jahshii's rise wasn't a solo journey either. He came up alongside Skeng, who was also making major waves in the music industry. Fans naturally paired the two together, comparing bars, styles, and star power. They were like dancehall's new frontline soldiers. It was exciting to watch them grow in real time. What made things even more intense was Jahshii's early clash with fellow dancehall artist Silk Boss. The lyrical energy between the two was unmatched at the time. Dancehall fans were hungry for a real, raw clash like the old days, and it looked like they were about to get one. That rivalry had the potential to be legendary. For a moment, the two exchanged diss tracks, and the clash felt alive. Silk Boss was clearly ready for war and gave fans his all in the lyrical back and forth. But then, just as things were heating up, Jahshii pulled away from the clash. And that's where everything started to change. That clash with Silk Boss could have been Jahshii's defining moment. It was his chance to claim dominance and prove he could carry the weight of hardcore dancehall on his back. The fans were there, the momentum was there, but Jahshii didn't fully commit. He left the battle halfway, and with that, lost a lot of respect from the core audience. Instead of pressing forward and staking his claim, Jahshii began to move differently. He started linking with artists who were already established, people like Hot Frass, Masika, and other top-tier names. While those alliances weren't bad on the surface, it looked like Jahshii was stepping back rather than stepping up. People began to wonder what happened to the fire they once saw in him. Things took a sharp turn when Jahshii started hanging around Pop Kane's circle. That's when the shift in his personality became more noticeable to fans. He began throwing shade at people he once called friends, especially Skeng. Suddenly, the bond they had from coming up together was broken. Jahshii started dissing Skeng, even calling him names like crackhead in public and on social media. These weren't just lyrical jabs, they were personal and unnecessary. It felt like he was trying to impress the new crowd he was around. But all it really did was make him look like he forgot where he came from. Skeng, meanwhile, stayed focused. He dropped hit after hit, built his fan base, and stayed consistent in his approach. His name grew stronger while Jahshii's began to fade. The contrast between the two became clearer with every new release. Jahshii still had a few solid tracks. Songs like Born Fighter and 25/8 still hold weight. But there weren't enough follow-up hits to keep his momentum alive. One or two songs don't make a career. They're just sparks in a fire that needs constant feeding. And Jahshii wasn't feeding the fire anymore. Fans who once saw him as a future legend started to shift their attention elsewhere. The passion that once poured out of his music began to sound watered down. He didn't seem as hungry, as focused, or as connected to the streets. It was like he lost sight of the mission. At a time when he should have been building an empire, Jahshii started looking like just another name in the lineup. The potential was still there, but the discipline wasn't. People in the industry noticed the difference too, not just fans. Promoters started making different calls. His bookings started drying up slowly, then all at once. He went from being the main act to being a name that needed help to draw a crowd. Promoters began seeing him as a risky investment. They couldn't afford to lose money on someone who didn't pull in the numbers anymore. Business-wise, it just didn't make sense to book Jahshii the way they once did. The excitement that followed his name wasn't the same anymore. Without hit songs or consistent public presence, his market value dropped. Harsh truth, but it's the reality of the music world. Now, instead of being called to headline shows, Jahshii is more often seen hoping to get called up during someone else's set. It's a major fall from where he once stood, and it all happened so quickly. The rise was fast, but the fall was even faster. Some fans blame the company he kept, others say he lost the hunger too early, and then there are those who believe he just got distracted by fame and attention. Whatever the reason, the outcome remains the same. Jahshii had a clear path to become a dominant force in modern dancehall. He had the fans, the hits, and the platform. But he made the wrong moves at the wrong time. And now he's left playing catch-up in a game that doesn't wait for anyone. The saddest part is that he's still young and still talented. This didn't have to be his story. If he had stayed focused and consistent, his name would be alongside the greats of this generation. Instead, he's become more of a cautionary tale. Young artists coming up now should pay close attention to Jahshii's journey. There are lessons in every step he took. From the early success to the missteps, it's a roadmap of what to avoid. Talent alone is never enough. You need discipline, loyalty, and a deep connection to your roots. The industry will test you, distract you, and pull you in different directions. But if you lose yourself trying to fit in with the wrong crowd, you'll lose everything you built. Just like Jahshii did. Jahshii isn't finished, but he has a long road ahead if he wants to reclaim his spot. It's going to take hard work, humility, and a reset of his priorities. But the fans are watching, and many are still hoping he'll bounce back. The question is, does he want it bad enough? In a time when Skeng is still climbing and setting new levels, Jahshii is stuck trying to regain the same buzz he had just a year or two ago. That's how fast things change in dancehall. One minute you're the future, the next you're forgotten. Fame is fragile. The dancehall game is ruthless. It rewards consistency and punishes carelessness. Jahshii is proof that a hot moment doesn't guarantee a long career. You have to evolve, stay sharp, and never lose sight of the bigger picture. Every artist should study what happened here, learn from it, use it as fuel, and never ever take this opportunity for granted.